Welcome back to Area DMG. I am your host, Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and for today's episode of Suki Nihon, we're looking at episode 17 of Pokemon Generations. This penultimate episode, because episode 18 will be the final Pokemon Generations episode, and I almost want to take a moment of silence to appreciate how awesome this series has been. But I'm not going to do that yet, okay? This episode is called The Investigation. So, remember that side plot in Pokemon X and Y after you beat the Elite Four with Essentia and I think Zero, one of those people with a weird name, and then like Looker and Emma? You don't? If you don't remember that, if you're one of those people who are like, well, I beat the Elite Four, now to get on to competitive stuff. If you're one of those people, and you didn't do the side quests in Pokemon X and Y, you might not know what's going on here at all. It was just kind of like a small side quest. To be perfectly honest, it feels more dramatic in this animated series than it did in the game. But if you don't remember that side quest with Essentia, you're going to be confused as all hell watching this. At first, when I was watching this, I was like, wait, what? When was, what? And then I was like, oh yeah, that side quest, which I didn't care about in the actual game, but looking at it presented in this way, wow, okay, this is kind of what I wanted them to do with Pokemon Generations. How about you emphasize these little side quests, or these instances in Pokemon that we don't really see or we are a part of, but we don't really have much insight into, and just give us a little bit more insight and backstory into it. Make us care about it. And wow, they do. It starts out where, well, Looker is back, and he's awesome. He's always been awesome since that second episode where he's breaking into the gym in Viridian, I think. Well, the city that you get to, right? The first city, the first city outside of Pallet Town, where Giovanni is the gym leader. Yeah, remember episode 2 of Pokemon Generations? Go back and check it out. It's still up there. Pokemon has actually, the Pokemon channel on YouTube actually uploaded an HD version of that particular episode recently, and it's pretty good. It's worth checking out again. This whole series is worth checking out, but it's nice to see Looker back. I mean, Looker is pretty cool. And there's an Espurr in here, which is awesome too. Anyways, he starts out with Essentia running amok. She beats a trainer, and the trainer's all like, I'm going to throw my Pokemon out at you. And she's all like, no, I'm going to magnetically steal them from you. And it's awesome. And anyways, Looker shows up and is all like, hey, don't do that. And then Espurr's all like, oh, I recognize you. And then Essentia, in kind of a strangely violent thing for a Pokemon animated series thing. I mean, we've already seen stuff with like Croagunk pretty much breaking people's backs in a previous thing and all that, but this is shown, it's kind of implied, and it's not actually shown, but Essentia kicks the Espurr out of the way because, well, the Espurr recognizes that Essentia is actually Emma, who Looker hired as an assistant, and who's been doing some work on the side with an experiment, but she doesn't realize that she's being thought controlled through the glowing cool helmet thing that she's wearing. So, anyways, she runs off after kicking the Espurr because, you know, Looker is pretty awesome. He's cool. And then Looker and Espurr run after her. They confront her in like a restaurant setting type thing, and then Espurr breaks the helmet. And at the end of this episode, Emma's all like, what are you guys doing here? Because she's free of this now. And it was awesome. This was a really cool episode. Really good use of flashbacks. Really good use of the animation and the music and the voice acting. I liked this. I would really love a Pokemon series where you've got 30-minute long episodes, maybe about 8 of these episodes, and it was just like just with Looker from the International Police, because he is awesome. This is an awesome character. He's like Zenigata, but a little bit more likable. You know, Zenigata from the Lupin the Third series. But yeah, he's like Zenigata, but awesome and actually pretty chill. Or like a more competent version of Gumshoe from the Phoenix Wright series, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out that old series, we did reviews of all of those, and I can't wait until next year when we have an English dub for that. I will be there day one for that. Oh, by the way, there's Japanese versions of these. The Japanese dub ones came after the American dub, and those are starting to show up on Pokemon's Japanese channel. So if you want to check these out in Japanese with no subtitles, there you go. That's where those are. But yeah, I loved this episode. It took the story, compacted it nicely, and it made me like these characters and associate with these characters in such a short amount of time that this is what I want to see out of Pokemon Generations. Next week is the final episode of Pokemon Generations, and I feel a little bit sad about that, but we will be doing a video about which of these 18 episodes and such was like the most awesome. And this is right up there already. This is a good episode. Go check it out on the Pokemon YouTube channel if you haven't already. And just check it out. It's good stuff. Also, Espurr is one of the best Pokemon designs in Pokemon X and Y, in my opinion. I love some of the ones in Sun and Moon. I'm still playing through... Actually, I beat that. So I'm playing through the endgame stuff. And yeah, Lookers in Sun and Moon. And I'm like, yes, excellent. Excellent character. Needs his own series. It would be just fantastic. Really liked it. What did you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments below. I mean, I care more about this side quest in this episode than I did in the game. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and like this if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that little bell so you get notified when there's a new episode. Share this if you haven't already. And until the next episode comes out, you are now caught up.
I know a lot of people want to send blankets or water. Just send your cash.